It's a very, very, very sad story out here. A young man in Kenya was in some type of relationship with the pastor's daughter, and I don't know if they broke up or what. This guy took those videos that they were recording videos of very intimate things between him and the pastor's daughter, and he filmed that he filmed, and they say he posted them, or I don't know if he just posted screenshots or whatnot. I saw an article that actually contained a portion of a screenshot of it and whatnot. So I wanted to talk about three particular points concerning the story. First, to the young girl, and second, to the viewer. The third, to everyone in general. First of all, to the young girl, this will pass. This whole thing will pass. It will be like just a nightmare that happened and it flicked right over. A week from now, people will not remember this whole thing. Or 2 weeks from now, they just won't remember this. They will have other things that they are concerned about. There was a girl that trended in South Africa for similar things, and a while after that, a week or two, people were on talking about other trends and stuff like that. And so, just remember that, keep that in mind concerning this, because when something like this comes up, it can turn to feel like the whole world has seen that. Okay, there are people that have not seen that. There are people that are not going to see that, and not everybody cares about that as much as it might actually look. It says a lot about the individual who did this, the guy who recorded this and then posted it out. It's a scumbag move. You're a douchebag. You're an idiot. Try and live with yourself for a week. You are insufferable. But more than that, we will not say. We'll leave it for a day when you stand before God, or when you have your father, because his face was all over that thingy, for your father to actually address you in the manner in which you've shown yourself. You're an idiot. That's the most I can say at the moment. And then I'll then stick a message here for everybody else. Stop recording yourself doing these things. It's almost as if the human mind doesn't function during sex. And so people record things, and then you see your phone, anybody can have access to your phone, and they can take that footage, and God knows what they're going to do with it. And so it's not a good idea recording these things. Just keep your curiosity concerning that as far away. And then I'll turn back to the viewer point here on this particular two things. Those are the two things that I wanted to say. On the viewer side of things, be careful the things you watch. Like, you see things like this, or your curiosity, or having your curiosity come up, and you want to see this thing, and then you go out there looking and whatnot. Remember, there are scammers that take advantage of this curiosity at this time. And so they'll post a link and say, hey, do you want to see the rest of this video? And then you click the link, and the link doesn't go to where it says. It doesn't look like it did anything. Oh, okay, I guess it was not a link that leads anyway. And then before you know it, you have a scam that's attached to your phone. It steals your accounts, or steals your account PIN numbers and whatnot and stuff like that. So do not let your curiosity get out of hand, or get you into places where it can get out of hand. Now, speaking of things that can get out of hand, you see, this here should show you some dangers which come with our interactions with people. This can also deter a person who thrives, or who feels like, they should explore a little bit more. The most scariest thing about people is that you don't know what's going to happen after that act. It says pretty much the same thing for a person who's who's trying to get into a cheating relationship with someone, see, you don't know how that person is going to feel after that act. For some people, it might be a feeling that they feel like should remain. They don't want to cut themselves off from it. You know what? I feel better when I'm with this person, so they're gonna work. So these are the situations which you see in the world where there was a girl whose eyes were gouged out not long ago by this idiot, by this other guy. That's in South Africa. That was weird. You sit down and you think, what is it? It's because these acts that we get involved with people, and you just don't know what that person is going to feel, think, whatever after that act. So you're very careful what you get involved with people. Again, for the viewer again, be careful when curiosity drives you to want to see it, right? It's like I said in the other point. You see, this curiosity can feed an animal that you do not want to even entertain. You see, the new feel of information that feels secret, intrusive in a manner, you could say. It's a very luring idea, and you can start an addiction you probably didn't even have. Okay, so be careful out there wanting to see all these things or whatever post or whatever thing. And also, it's very weird, all these pages that are out here posting the screenshots of this young little girl, because for them, they hate Christianity so much. Oh yeah, a pastor's daughter. That's what most people who are posting these things are kind of like going at. They're laughing about it because it's a pastor's daughter. It's your hatred of religion. It has nothing to do with that young little girl. And so, speaking to that viewer part of it, it's be very careful of feeding that, because you can feed something. You see, the inflow of new information is what builds the stronghold. The more of the new stuff you see, or the more of this new stuff you keep seeing, you feed that thing, and before you know it, it's gotten a hold of you. It's a very dangerous thing that you can feed yourself by just the interest of going to that thing. It's like people that have an addiction to pornography or whatever. You may say you find yourself in that struggle, the first thing to understand is you have to cut off the new information, the new influx of information. The things that make you feel as if you're worthless. You go to Instagram and you start seeing people's posts and whatnot. It's the new flow of new information. This new information you keep drawing in. You keep seeing this person in this place and this place and this place. And you're like, I've had the whole January, February, March, April. Now we're in May. I've never even done anything. You start feeling as if your life has no progress. So you need to stop the new inflow of information. It's the same thing with pornography. You have to stop the new inflow of information. So your curiosity to want to go and watch that thing, you need to think about stopping that curiosity, doing that. The world will do nothing but feed you that. The world will do nothing but feed you that. But wanting to even go and see this video, where is it? How? What? You want to feed that. And you see, the thing about pornography is that it's a private struggle. It's a private struggle. It's a private struggle. And the first place you start is to stop the new inflow of information. Because the more new stuff you keep seeing, the more it drives the stronghold. You now strive to see the diversities in it and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. And it just keeps feeding this beast that may think. And so This video is much important also for that. Number one, for the young girl, this will pass. This will pass, and it will be as if it never even happened. You'll only have a fraction of it at the back of your imagination because of the fear of new interactions that might actually remind you of that, And so this will pass. Number two, stop recording this. Stop recording, stop keeping that stuff in your phone. And what's going to happen is that someone will get a hold of that and you don't know what is going to do. Okay? So stop recording that. Number three, the viewer, stop the curiosity. Where is it? How does it look? Which angle? These details you're looking for can introduce you to something that you didn't even know, a beast that you didn't even know was there. So be very careful opening that door. Number four, the one who's addicted, the influx of new information. You keep driving on to keep and watching. You watch this one, you run on, you want to see Belshazzar, you'll remember all of that. I mean, like that trend, the reason why that trend stayed for so long was because there was new videos every single time. And so with the new videos, people kept going back. People kept going back and thinking to want to see the newer video and the newer video. What other woman? And stuff, Now, there is such a thing where there is actually a criminal offense concerning this. Now, I don't know if in Kenya it's the same, but revenge thing, it's a crime in many countries. So I hope it is a crime in this country. They catch him and they deal with him. In South Africa, it is a crime. They must catch him, teach him a lesson. I definitely do hope that they do get a hold of him and make an example of him. The same way this thing is trending in the whole country, arrest him, put him in. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. A buffoon. A riffraff. Sriki, and I'll see you on a later on episode. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. I think I have load shedding in a few minutes.